Okay, Hokage, of course, isn't here. 1 second, guys. Hold up, let me turn this down as well. Because the last time I checked one of my streams, the sound was awful. No one said anything in chat. No one, not a single person said the sound was terrible. There were two audios playing at the same time. Not one of you guys. Shame on you. And if you're here for that amazing kite all the way to the other gate, that happened 3 live streams ago. You know, just testing the waters, see if this gets more views. You know, I might go the clickbait life, you never know. Just testing the waters, see what people click on, you know. But if you really want to see it, it was like the first game of like 2 or 3 live streams ago, or maybe 4. So technically, it did happen, but not in this stream. Who knows, maybe it might happen in this stream. Finally, Hokage. Hokage's still a griffin. So sad. She's still a griffin to this day. Okay, these are people that I'm not very familiar with, so let me take a fat guess. They don't play Mercenary. Calling my shots here, none of them play Mercenary. Okay, well, Mercenary's banned anyway. Of course, someone takes Prisoner. I only get to play Prisoner in the afternoons, unfortunately. Everyone in evenings loves to go Prisoner. That's why we got our boy Thief here. That's right. Thief is going up. He's gonna show all these hunters who's the boss. Let's pull up stream chat. 1 second, guys. And make sure the audio is good too. Because people just like to sit around with bad audio quality. No wonder there are so little viewers. Gosh darn it, Omelette, not again. Better not happen again, Omelette, I'm telling you. Alright, I gotta get comfortable. Hold up. I've just been slouching this whole time. Okay. Hokage saw that. Just standing around. Oh boy, that's first officer, so she can still very likely chase me. Okay, she's doing that web trick. That's what happens to ugly spiders like you. You gotta get that long range flashlight in. I don't want to walk into that rock behind me. Never mind, somehow with that ridiculous range she hit me anyway. I have no clue how. Just barely clipped me, unfortunately. Okay, I don't want to give her a chance to blink, though. Looks like I might, unfortunately. Yep. Oh, I didn't realize you had a seer. Oh, Hokage's the seer. I didn't even realize. I could have asked for help. Oh, how could I forget? Of course our saver got hit early game, and he didn't ask for help the entire game while I was kiting. He just so conveniently happens to only search for healing right after I get hit on the rocket chair. Classic noob rescuer move. Gets hit early game, and on top of that doesn't even search for help until someone's on the chair. Gosh darn it, Hokage, you move around so fast. Yeah, I'm like dead for sure at this point. Oh wait, no, actually it's fine. Darn, she hit me with the web, so I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. That's an interesting sacrifice. I'm right next to this window now. In a very open area, which is very good for a thief. Assuming this first... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You could have totally saved me, and I could have totally kited. I really want to say something mean, but I'm a family-friendly channel. That is so stupid. Such a stupid move by this first officer. I'll watch him get terror shock. Man, I was really hoping he'd get terror shock. I have no respect with this first officer. He wastes his time walking to the walking to me just so he doesn't save. So what was the point? What was the point? You're next to me, so save. I'm amazed that Spider broke that pallet. Out of every pallet, she broke that one. Interesting. Oh, and on top of that, I absolutely hate first officer's watch. It depends so much on luck as well. Oh, it's one of the most luck dependent abilities in this game. No skill at all, just luck. I really hate taking chances in Identity 5. Okay. I thought I hated this dude. Now I'm tempted to just not match until this guy, like, I'm tempted to just, what is it called? Dodging. There we go. Just dodge and let this guy match. What is this guy's rank? Griffin 1. Okay. I guess I shouldn't expect very much. Then again, Hokage's Griffin 1, so... Yeah, I mean, she's doing a heck of a lot job better. A lot better. What am I even saying anymore? I'm just mad at this first officer. I could have totally kited. And he could have totally saved. Look at him. Why would you carry around elbow pads instead of your watch? One elbow pad for one watch. Guys, which one do you think is better? One watch or a single elbow pad? I could understand if it was 3 or 2 elbow pads maybe against one watch, but come on. And he doesn't even know how to elbow pad, is the sad part. He took the elbow pad and he doesn't know how to elbow pad. I am throwing this first officer under the bus. I do not even care. I'll feel bad if he comes to watch the stream and he turns out he's a very active viewer. then I'll feel bad. But like right now, I just want to get this match done with. It's almost like he heard me. He heard me say that I hate the watch because it depends on luck. You have to hope the hunter doesn't hit you instead of you using your own ability to the best of your ability. But instead, the watch is just one tap and hope the hunter doesn't hit you in the next 20 seconds. So he picks up an elbow pad, a single elbow pad over that watch. Okay, well, Prisoner actually did a pretty good job. That is so frustrating. God. Did he? Did he? I did not see his name. Okay, neither of these people play Mercenary either, so yeah, we're screwed this game. Someone's gonna have to do a really good kite. Okay, never mind. I didn't know he played Mercenary. Usually when I match with this person, they go Mercenary. I mean, I go Mercenary, not them. Okay, let me hear the stream audio real quick. Hear the stream audio real quick. Usually when I match with this person, they go Mercenary. Why is the music so loud? Why is it so loud? Is it because my volume's so high? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of the music, seriously. It sucks. And why do I sound so muffled? Let me just... Okay, there's no music now. Hopefully I sound better. The real problem here is I just need a better... Like, Omelette sucks. Omelette Arcade sucks as a streaming site. As an app to stream other games, it is awful at its job. It has one job and it can't even do that. I need to find another streaming site. I've tried one other one, but that's it. I haven't tried Mixer. Mixer's a streaming site as well that I have never tried. One time I was playing Minecraft and I was checking some stuff around and it was like, oh, if you want to stream Minecraft, use Mixer. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, maybe it'll be a half-decent streaming site for Identity 5. Who knows? Oh, seriously, that should not have hit. Garbage, that should not have hit. Okay, well, I am healing immediately. Never mind, I'm not healing immediately. Okay, where is the servant? Dude, did she even perfume? That's frustrating, that's to say the least, but it happens. Dreamwitch is so annoying like that. The patroller nerf was actually not a nerf at all. The patroller nerf was probably the worst nerf this game has ever seen that has done literally nothing. Okay, I have no idea what her trade was. It definitely wasn't Blink. I'm pretty sure she switched to Blink now because she's just getting frustrated that she can't kill anybody. Yep. And now the Blink spam comes, where she just spams Blink skilllessly, and there isn't even a cooldown on it, like a penalty for abusing blinks, for using another blink faster than the 150 cooldown. Every other hunter has to wait 150 seconds for a blink. For her, it's more like 30. That's ridiculous. There should be some sort of skill reduction there. Instead of nerfing the patroller, why don't you nerf what really makes her annoying? It's Blink and Patroller. They act like it's just one problem with Dreamwitch. I think what the devs are doing is they don't actually want to nerf Dreamwitch. I don't think they actually want to nerf Dreamwitch, as I was saying. I think they just came up with who knows what sort of nerf just because people want it. And then they slap it on the balance sheet and say, boom, nerf, Dreamwitch nerf. Isn't this what you all wanted? Let me explain why the patroller nerf did nothing. Here's what I thought the patroller nerf did. What I thought the patroller nerf did is no matter what servant, no matter what like, maybe she's using her main body, maybe she's using some servant she summoned 2 seconds ago, maybe she's just summoning any servant in general. Also, this guy has no tie turner on his mercenary. Can we just talk about that? Just acknowledge it. Yeah, that's a thing. Anyway. That's what I thought it did. What it actually did is it only counts for the same leech. For example, let's say the Dreamwitch, the main Dreamwitch body, uses a patroller, right? So it's 20 seconds. Now, in my mind, I thought what that meant was that if she used another patroller for her servant, I thought that would mean that no matter what, that second patroller would only be 15 seconds. No, it's still 20 seconds. It didn't matter at all. It's still 20 seconds. If a different servant, or like, if a different servant or like, yeah, basically a different servant uses the patroller, then the nerf does not apply to it. It has to be the same servant using the patroller. It can't be a different one, otherwise it does not apply. And that is stupid. That is so stupid with Dream Witch. Because she could just use servants in an instant. Just knock someone down and the servant disappears. And she summons a new servant. And what, for some reason that nerf doesn't apply to it anymore? That's unfair. That should not be how it works. Once you use a patroller, no matter what, the second patroller should be less. And the third patroller should be less. And the fourth patroller. And then it maxes out at the fourth patroller. And honestly, it deserves its own video. I've already talked about it with my friend Ollivander. Ollivander X, he has his own YouTube channel, by the way, guys. Subscribe to him if you like Identity 5, I guess. I mean, I don't like to watch Identity 5, but I stream it. Basically the same thing, right? Anyway, I was talking to him about this, and he said, like, this should be its own video. Like, I should explain just how it's bad, and how it should be changed. Also, I totally should have flashlight stunned that Dream Witch servant, but I'm just not focusing. I'm thinking about just making this video. And it's gonna be discussing why this patroller nerf did nothing to Dream Witch, and how to correctly nerf her. And honestly, that video can be turned into a sequel called How to Correctly Nerf Any Hunter. You guys want to know the secret to nerfing any character correctly? You need to nerf the root cause of that hunter being so powerful. You need to nerf the root cause of the survivor being so powerful. Who here can tell me why people ever go down to Dream Witch? Get this, it's not because of the secondary trait, it's not because of patroller, or it's not because of blink. The whole reason people go down so incredibly fast against her is because they get surprised by Dream Witch. They get surprised by her, and they don't have any time to react. Because of that, they have to take a hit immediately. And since they took a hit, they're free to be hit by any secondary trait. They can be hit by blink, patroller, anything. Same thing with Clown, really. But do you guys know why Clown isn't as powerful? Because Clown doesn't have the element of surprise. So Clown can't abuse that blink because he needs to hit you first, and it's difficult for him to hit you if he doesn't have good dash controls. Or if you're in a good area, even if he does have good dash controls, but if you're just in a good area against Clown, you can prevent him from hitting you. And if you prevent him from hitting you, he can't blink you either. Until he knows it's safe to. And like, he won't waste it for you just to kite him another 2 minutes. Same with Dream Witch. She doesn't want to waste her traits unless she knows for sure you're gonna go down. So here's what you need to nerf about Dream Witch. Actually, should I save that? This is way too long already. This is way too long, this rant. I'll save it for the Dream Witch video. My idea to nerf her. But the point of nerfing is not to nerf who knows what. The devs of this game do not know how to nerf or buff things. They look at Doctor and they say, oh, you can evolve 5% faster now. What does that do? That does nothing. It does nothing. It doesn't make her better at all. Oh, Gardener. You know, actually, you know what? I'll give Gardener the benefit of the doubt. They did buff what made her annoying to deal with. Like, what made her bad in the first place. It was because hunters could repair chairs at no effect to them. They could just repair it, no problem. It only takes 5 seconds. So I'll give them the Gardener rework. But stuff like Doctor, like, they buff vault speed. Who cares? Literally, who cares? No one. Lantern, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I am 80% sure. Because I was kiting... Okay, there was this one time, it was a few days ago. I was kiting this Dream Witch. She had to use 3 patrollers and a blink to kill me. 3 patrollers and a blink. That's right, she used Trump card in the middle of me being bit by a dog. Also, I'm in a bad area, by the way, guys. Like, I don't know, I'm not in a, like, open area. This really sucks. That's a really difficult pallet to use, by the way. Because, like, you have to hope the hunter just walks into it, honestly. Yep. Oopsie, I shouldn't have took out my flashlight. That was an accident, guys. Honestly, I need to stop ranting. I need to focus on this game, because I already got hit. And I wasted a ton of flashlight. Ugh. That's not good. To be fair, whenever I get that spawn, I always walk towards this factory because I know Hunter spawns in that direction. But for some reason, Hokage decided to walk all the way over here instead of the cipher over there. Which messes up my spawn point because now I have to get out of my way to walk to that cipher all the way across the map. Not only that, but I have to go into the direction of where the hunter's coming from. I specifically went into this factory because I know the hunter spawns in the corner. Think about it. If Hokage just went to that cipher all the way over there, then I would be the one kiting. And because I would have started to decode, I would already be in a decent position, not like in the middle of factory next to no window. And it would have went a lot better for us because I would have been prepared for it. I wouldn't have to walk this stupid route. Don't use this route, guys. This is not a good thief route. Unless you memorize the exact location of this rock, this giant thing, and then this crate. Which somehow I managed to do. Except I messed up a little bit. Because she was getting a little bit close, and I didn't know if I could make it to that pallet, because she was getting super close at that point. So I just thought it'd be better if I make a turn, like the opposite direction she was going. Hold up. Maybe we can get some thief support in here. Almost stunned her. Got rid of her dash for 5 seconds. At least. So she couldn't dash to Hokage through the window. Hokage was probably behind the pallet anyway. It probably didn't matter. Thief is a really good support, guys. If you guys haven't watched Kat's video, like, Thief combined with the person kiting, especially Geisha, is super difficult to deal with. Although, I don't think I'm gonna do it right now. Maybe I will. Nope. She wasn't exactly in an open area. It's only good to do after a rescue just to help someone transition. You don't want to get involved too much. And it didn't say that in Kat's videos that you don't want to get involved too much. Just, hold up, she didn't get saved before half? Alright, I'm gonna go to Shack. Hold up. I think she left. Oh, well, if it isn't the toxic perfumer. I didn't even realize it was this person. This person's hella toxic. I would appreciate if the mech would ping me to tell me where her cipher is. But I'm just not even gonna waste my time hoping she does. I'm just gonna decode this cipher. Wait a minute, if Mechanic didn't rescue, then who did? Oh, Perfumer must have rescued. Okay. Perfumer rescued. Because I guess she thought Mechanic would rescue. Which, to be fair, I think Mechanic should rescue first. If there is no mercenary or first rescue, or... I mean, in all seriousness, there should be, but... I put the blame on my teammate right there. She said focus on decoding, and she got picked up. There's no way we're both getting out, though. She has a teleport. Like, there's nothing we can do. And I have a feeling this toxic perfume is going to give me a thank you, too. Unless I kite from gate to gate. I'm totally gonna... Oh, Hokage's just gone. Okay, bye, Hokage. He's just gone, you know. No, it's alright. Completely normal for my duo to just randomly leave. Okay. I'm gonna get Hokage back in here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a video about the Dream Witch nerf. I've already made a video about all the nerfs and buffs. But, like, I didn't think I'd have to make a part 2 about Dream Witch nerf. Now that it's been nerfed, here's the ironic part. Now that Dream Witch Patroller has been receiving attention through the patch notes, I have actually been seeing it non-stop. Whenever I see Dream Witch, it always has Patroller now. Always. And it's also a little bit ironic because after a nerf, for specifically Patroller, you expect there to be less Patroller. I feel like I've seen more Patroller after the, what's it called, the nerf. Anyway, I didn't even welcome everyone to the stream. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. Didn't even welcome anybody. Just started the stream and I'm like, you know what? The thumbnail was, the whole title was clickbait, guys. If you want to see it, just watch a past stream. It actually did happen. But I guarantee you, it's not gonna happen this stream. It's like a super rare occurrence. Come on, go in the locker. Although I'm pretty sure if he passes this locker, my breathing will be so incredibly loud that he's gonna find me anyway. Like, I think if you listen closely, you can hear it from here. On the positive note, the thing about lockers against Photographer is he has to specifically drop a person he's dealing with just to pick up the other person in the locker. Wait, what the heck? That was real world, Hokage? That was the real world Hokage, wow. I specifically mentioned that because I saw the photographer pick someone up. But I had no idea it was the real Hokage. I thought we were talking about, like, camera images. But yeah, guys, feel free to use that locker trick against Photographer. It does work. The only problem is some lockers aren't as great at it because this locker is right next to this cipher. So the hunter's gonna pass this locker by every single time he checks this cipher. And breathing in this loud is ridiculously loud. What? Breathing in this game is super loud. So the hunter will definitely hear it. It's just if they're carrying someone, they'll have to drop them and then pick you up. Or else they won't be able to damage you at all. If you find a locker, like there's a locker right outside this church. This one's super out of the way. The hunter will like almost never be able to hear that breathing all the way from like regular survivor routes, survivor ciphers away. So that one's a good locker to hide in against Photographer. I hope Hokage gives me a warning. Why are two people... Okay, you know what? I'll stay here and I'll decode this, because if I leave this mind's eye, then we're not going to finish this. Although, I have a feeling this Photographer's coming towards us. Honestly, we'll have time to finish this. Let me just check. Okay. We'll be able to finish this no matter what. I just wanted to check. Okay, well, it looks like he gave up chasing Hokage. He might find her in the camera image. He'll definitely find her in the camera image. Never mind. This guy's using peepers. Interesting. He switched traits from blink to peeper. Very interesting. Is he chasing me? Like, for a second there I thought he would chase a thief over a mind's eye. And as thief, it's a super easy kite against Photographer. So easy. Just go out in the open and he can't do anything. Okay, Mercenary didn't even ping me where his cipher was. Thankfully I found it on my own. Anyway. Okay, let's go over here. I can't heal him for some reason. There we go. He could at least say dungeon is here or something. Must I do all the work myself? Uh-oh. Yep. I thought so. He dropped that mind's eye. Obvious indication that he's about to die. Okay, now that he got hurt in the real world, if he doesn't get picked up in the camera world, I'm actually going to heal him. You know what? I gotta heal him. Otherwise, he's going to be at like 75% damage. And that's basically unhealable. It is healable, but Mercenary will go down after one hit. So it doesn't really work. But now I can heal him fully. I guess not anymore. Okay, I gotta just find a super long straightaway. This one works, right behind the church. Someone sent me an invite. I forgot he could do that. Oopsie, I forgot he could do that. Right, because he's fully fed. How could he not be? You know what I should have done? I was thinking about flashlighting him a little bit earlier. this Hokage? Yeah, it's Hokage again. Okay, well that was a little bit embarrassing of a hit, but you live and you'll learn. I haven't played like Thief for that much, honestly. I have 3,000 or 4,000 points, but if we're talking like experience-wise, okay, what are these people doing? Okay, so it was primed. Yep. Wow. Almost completely primed as well. So that sucks. That mind's eye. You know what? I don't blame that mind's eye for doing that. I mean, if I were her, I wouldn't take the chance at all because I just don't like taking chances in Identity 5. It's not worth it. But I could totally see why. He has peepers. He can't teleport. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Let me clarify. If the photographer hasn't been fed, you can totally just moonwalk him to death. He can't do anything. Hokage pinged the dungeon before she died. What about everyone else who never does? I mean, Hokage always pings the dungeon. What about people that don't ping the dungeon? Anyway. Haven't gotten a single prisoner game yet. So let's see, what hunters are like, is Thief like not that great against? Gamekeeper is a scary one for sure. Spider can look back with her webs, but if you're by a pallet or window, it's completely okay. What else? Geisha would teleport, obviously. And Photographer with his cards ability, I completely forgot he could do that. Like, with Spider and Geisha, that was, like, common sense to me. Like, that one seemed obvious to me. I completely forgot Photographer can do that as well. Lakeside, this is my worst map as Thief. But I do have one flashlight route with him. I saw from KITES' video. Lakeside in general is very open. You just have to make sure you don't run into like those few fences in the way. And flashlight, I forgot another thing. Thief takes a ton of concentration. Why am I commentating? That's another reason why I don't do voice chat. My problem with voice chat is I just don't have concentration on the game. Not only do I get scared that this person on the other line is judging me, like, they could say whatever they want, they can't just spam thank yous, which nobody ever does, unless it's that one perfumer who did that. But yeah, I just lose concentration when I talk. Maybe it wasn't obvious, but I don't voice chat. Ever. I've heard Hokage's voice once, like, It's just one time. Once ever. I didn't want to say ever 2 times in a row, but I guess I had to. And it was like a year ago. I don't even remember what she sounds like anymore. French, I'll tell you that much. She sounds French. It doesn't help at all, but it's something. Okay. Unfortunately, Thief isn't... Like, Thief can totally kite Wu-Chang, don't get me wrong, with his flashlight. It's just... It doesn't always work. Like, you can do it for a little bit, and then you have to find a nearby pallet. Because he's gonna bell you. He can just bell you from a distance. And in white form, if you accidentally run into any object, even if it's for like a millisecond, he's gonna hit you with his long range. If you don't run into an object, though, you're gonna be fine. Okay, that cipher wasn't loading in for a second there. Oh my gosh, in that video, one time I saw cats save from balloons with flashlight. That is so ridiculously hard. The hunter's flashlight hitbox is so much smaller when he's holding balloons. I'm amazed that he actually got that. I've never seen it done before. But they're also super risky. Flashlight saves. Like, I mean, it has to be in a narrow area, for sure. If you're gonna use you use flashlight against balloons and try to save, it's gonna have to be in a narrow area. Oh, that's interesting. See, right there. I hit the side of the ship, so... Maybe I'm just a bad thief. I'm just a bad thief. Let's be honest, guys. I'm not a good thief. I am not at that, like, super high tier thief level yet. It's gonna be with Perfumer. It's gonna be in small steps. You have to die and die and die over and over again. Really understand that flashlight angle. With Perfumer, it took me a couple seasons to finally do instant perfumes. And it wasn't easy by any means. It's not something you can learn overnight. Are we gonna lose this one too? Yeah, we're gonna lose this one too because he snuck up on me. Oh, maybe I could have went for that. I could have went for that window. No, I couldn't have. I mean, should I have tried? I don't know if I could have made it. I'm pretty sure the bell would have reached me first. No, in that situation, it doesn't matter what character you are. If you get hit there, like, if you get found there, like, they climb up the other stairs, you need to be Perfumer to come back from that hit. Did the mercenary get hit twice on the first save? I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, that's why he was down, actually. And then because of that, he couldn't use a self-revive after the rescue. There's a new game mode. I don't want to know. I'll just save it for later. When it actually comes out. Oh yeah, and then Hunter's hitbox can't get too close to you. That's another problem with balloon rescues. The place where Cats did that flashlight rescue, it was in the corner of church, so all the chairs were blocking the Hunter's way and forced him to go into one direction. And I think that's why it worked out so well. Oh, don't lamau me. How dare she? Oh, she thinks I'm having fun. Does this 23rd badge mean nothing to her? This is not having fun. This is serious. Oh, just you wait, Liz. Just you wait until next season. Just you wait. I'll come back with that thief, and it's not gonna be a joke. She thinks it's a joke now. I'll be the one laughing. Oh, there's no cipher here. How strange. Which means someone spawned next to this cipher, didn't they? Ooh, that's no good. What the 3 people spawn here? I like walk backwards for just a second, and then I hope Kage's like right on my back. She's practically breathing on me. Okay. Oh man. Liz is our team captain, by the way. She's my team captain. LBM. Cough cough, the ones that were supposed to go to Call of Abyss but was canceled because of coronavirus. Every other team, except for ours, still went. My life in a nutshell. Oh, may as well go here, actually. He just uses teleport. No, help me. He just uses teleport. Yeah, it's fine. He just uses teleport. If he didn't use his teleport, then I would not have done that, because he would just teleport back right here and kill me that way. Thank God Liz made it into the pallet in time. I'm getting belled here for sure. Oh. Let's go here. Oh, there's a portal there. I didn't even notice. Yeah, it's not possible against Blue Chain. Blue Chain? Black Wu Chang. Oh, seriously, game? Oh, seriously? In my practice matches against cats, hugging the wall like that does nothing. That should have still hit him, honestly. That should have still hit him. That flashlight should have still connected on him. I don't know what was going on there. And flashlight has so many inconsistencies. And the mercenary got found, which is annoying in itself. So stupid. Peeper isn't even good. Oh, it's so frustrating. Oh, so I'm just gonna stay here. Our safe is being decoded right there. That's a really dumb combo, actually. Throwing the umbrella and then soul siphoning away. What's the point, since you can't umbrella back? Because you're in the middle of a soul siphon. Oh, and another thing, this mercenary saves me way too late. I'm pretty sure he doesn't main mercenary though, so it's alright. If I was him, if I was that mercenary, the right play right there would be to not save at all. Don't do the second rescue at all, because even if you do rescue, which he should have rescued if he was a good mercenary. Which once again he doesn't main mercenary, so it's okay. I'm not putting anything against him. But like the right there to move would be not to save at all. Like, I'm not going to survive. He's not going to survive. We would just both end up dying. And even worse, he didn't even manage to get the rescue off, so... I mean, it's alright. I wouldn't have lived anyway. You don't really lose anything, honestly. Liz could have waited there a little bit. Against White Wu-Ching, like, even if you have slow vault speed, against White, to just stand by the window and wait for the umbrella to disappear. Just wait for it to completely go away. Because you can vault faster than the Wu-Ching can return his umbrella back to himself and then use it to attack you. He's just too slow at it. Oh, and here's another classic example of people not being experienced rescuers, so they don't know that they can't go last minute like that. Okay. For a second there I was thinking, like, why doesn't she go back to the portal? Oh, nice. He hit the side of the box. Oh, wow. That sucks. Nicely played on the Wu-Ching. That was very well played. I wonder if we would have gotten an LBM graffiti. Yeah, you would have seen me there in the Call of Abyss tournament. And technically it didn't get cancelled. And he's about to fail to save as well, isn't he? Yeah, what's new? Against Black Wu-Ching, you can't just wait last second like that because they do that. He did that 3 times this game. We only had 5 people on our team going to China. And the minimum you can have is 5 people. The maximum is 7 people, although I think it's dumb, because then 2 people are just used as backups. There's a possibility they might not even get to play, because they might not even be needed. But we only had 5 people, so it was fine. Oh yeah, the team graffitis. I was looking through the graffiti shop. Like, I didn't even realize it existed until there was 2 hours left in it. And I check it out, and I'm looking through all the teams, and I'm like, there's only 15 teams here. Where's the 16th team? And it was us, of course. I don't know why they didn't add us. This might be, I don't know. I guess, this is just a guess, but I don't think we had, a team logo ready by then. Because by the time, like, I didn't even know we needed a team logo, honestly. It wasn't until, like, when the graffiti shop was out that one of our teammates showed us what our new team logo was. And it looked cool. I mean, I didn't think much of it. It was just the team logo, right? But then I realized, like, he finished getting it, just obtaining it, by the time it was too late. I don't know if we just didn't get to get, like, the NAEU graffiti for our team. I just don't think it was in the shop because we didn't have it ready. I don't think it was because we didn't get to participate. We chose not to participate. I talked about this a long time ago in one of the old streams. If we wanted to go to China, we have to be quarantined for 14 days. So that means we'd have to go 2 weeks ahead before the actual tournament starts. Honestly, I'm glad that we made that call 3 months ago. We had to make that call in February to not go. And I'm glad we made that call because look at how much worse the virus is now. A lot worse. Okay, gotta focus. This whole time I've been slacking. Oh, of course. And the one time I'm trying to not mess up, it's not a hunter that I can kite. Like, it's not exactly a hunter I can kite. Also, I have no idea why this perfumer just straight up walks to this cipher even though I'm decoding it, just to leave it. Where is he? Okay, he's coming from that side. If you guys see a lot of Mad Eyes, I always recommend to destroy the consoles. Oh, okay. I thought I'd need to support her for there because he's not hitting her perfume. But she perfumed back. Yeah, but the thing is, if the console is super far, like right here to Mad Eyes, so you should always destroy the console, but the console is super far from the cipher. Like, I'm gonna have lots of reaction time to dodge the wall. It's not gonna be instantaneous. So I'm not gonna even waste my time destroying that machine. Because that's the only closest machine on the cipher. Really, the only way I could get hit is if I get a calibration, which I can counter by doing this. So I don't get a calibration. I don't know if we have a experienced enough mercenary again to like save against Mad Eyes, guys. Because like he had an A badge, I did see he had an A badge, but this is the kind of thing where not even S badge, some S badge mercenaries can do. It's because they don't have, it's because they haven't been playing for like a year. Like these types of rescues, they take a long time to like understand. It's sort of like with like how I'm experiencing Thief right now. Even though I have an A badge, I'm a terrible thief. It doesn't make me a good thief at all. I have the skills of every other survivor, like just the basic hiding skills, but I don't have the flashlight skills. You know what I'm saying? And Thief is a weird one too, because Thief is one of those characters where, like, with his flashlight, if you're gonna use his flashlight, there are some routes that you have to throw out and start following new ones. Like, you can totally still use the old routes, that, like, the same routes that I used for... Okay, that was a sick prediction by him, but... I doubt it was a prediction, actually. He just got lucky. And that's matters in a nutshell. He just gets lucky. If you don't use the flashlight, you can run the same routes as, like, let's say, Perfumer. Assuming you're not using perfumes to, like, kite across the map without using any pallets. Which I don't. Unless it's a super worth it area, like Arms Factory, and I'm across the map. Mad Eye's kind of cornered himself. Ah, seriously? Okay, I'm not going to be able to rescue her. Oh, we had Cypher's Prime. Okay, good thing I destroyed this machine, because there's like no energy on that thing now. Okay, he can still do that, though. That's not good. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have just vaulted that. I should have just vaulted that. I just get rid of it entirely. Immediately. You know what? I'm just going to keep destroying this. Because if I keep destroying this, once the person gets into, like, door range, once one of our teammates gets here, he'll be safe. Or she'll be safe. And it's free points, too. Okay. I guess I'm the only one left now. Was this the only match we won? I think this is the only match we won. Oh, are you kidding me? Pretty sure Blue wasn't gonna go. Oh, he was gonna go. He was practicing with us. You have to make that decision in December. If you're gonna if you're gonna choose to go to Call of Abyss, it has to be months ahead of time. John and Lan didn't want to go, as well as there were also there were two other Chinese people that I just didn't know who they were. So then we got Alex on the team to replace that one person. I was used to replace another person. And then Liz, sorry, they both start with L's. And Bolin made up the other three people. Blue was going to be our hunter. And no joke, he was seriously considering using Reptilian at the time. If you guys watch Blue Racecar stream, it was around the time he was making, like, lizard streams. He was... You know what? I really hate Thief on this map. I really hate Thief on this map, I'm not gonna lie. Because his flashlight is only good nearby the factory. Everywhere else, there's objects everywhere. I'm just being straight up honest. I'm sorry, Casper. I hate using Thief on this map. It's such a pain. There really aren't that many places I could use flashlight well. Like, anywhere I use it, I have to be super careful. And it's almost impossible anyway, because there's just so much objects. There's no way I can memorize everything. Oh, also, I'm really bad at using the camera. This camera button. You guys probably know I always have this camera button on, but you also probably know that I never ever use it. I never use this button. I always just look back myself. Like, there's no point of me looking back at all. If I could just do it myself. Ooh! What? Oh, guys, that was so cheap. I lagged. I didn't get to move out the way. I'm blaming lag for that one. That one was not my fault. Like, right as I tried to move out the way, I couldn't. I was lagging. Oh, I'm getting some lag. Like, I didn't mean to walk up that close to him. When I tried to... This is so stupid. Why is my ping at green? My ping's green. And I'm still lagging slightly. I didn't mean to walk up that close. That was a super easy kite. Ripper's a super easy kite as Steve. And I was in a good area. I was complaining about how Leo's memory doesn't have a lot of straight passages. But I had 2 chances right there and I messed up both. Seriously? You're kidding me. Dude, I can't even see him. I don't even know where he is. You guys can rewatch the stream. Where was the red light? Where was the red light? I did not see a red light anywhere. I also didn't see there to be fog on the ground, so... Seriously, there's a peeper right here. Of course, the place where I die, there's a peeper, so I can't heal up. That's so annoying. Bro, this should have been so easily a 3-cipher kite. Easily should have been a 3-cipher kite, and then I lagged. And it only lasted for half a second too. Oh, now it's perfectly fine though. Now I'm not lagging at all. What do you know? Isn't it convenient how I stop lagging when I'm decoding? Peepers are so stupid. Why do people use peepers? Literally. Okay. Can I not mess up the red light this time? Thank you, game. Okay, where is the red light though? No joke, there's no red light in here. Where is the red light? Do I have to play on low quality just like on Moonlit to see the red light? Hold up, I think I turned something off. Yeah. But as soon as I go in this building, I can't see where the red light is. That was so stupid. This should have been such an easy game. I'm trying to load up the stream to see if there was a red light. And of course it doesn't want to load. I guess now I remember why I stopped checking audio quality, because just streams just didn't want to load. Really? I can't even go backwards anymore? Why is YouTube so dumb? The one thing that was nice about YouTube over Twitch is that on YouTube you can go backwards. Why can I not go backwards anymore? Is it because I'm using desktop on a mobile phone? Oh yeah, it's because I was on Safari. I don't use the YouTube app, by the way, guys. I hate the YouTube app. The YouTube app, don't use the YouTube app, guys. Use Safari. And then just type YouTube in it. And then refresh the page and you'll have no ads. Like, don't use the YouTube app. Download Safari. Type in YouTube. You can sign in there. Do all the same things, except you can refresh the page so there's no ads. Yeah, wait, how did that not hit? That foggy blade strip definitely hit her. Look how clearly visible the red light is outside. The red light is so visible. When I was outside that factory, like, I could clearly see the red light. So I could clearly see when the Ripper's coming close to me. And I could dodge a foggy blade accordingly. But I can't do anything if I can't see the red light. Like, if I can't see the red light, I can't tell if the hunter turns around, if they're looking to the side, if they're facing the wall. If he vaulted that, that would have been like a 2 IQ move. No way. Wow. Wow. He actually got... Man, that's amazing. Yeah, YouTube just doesn't want to go back in time now. I hate YouTube. Guys, don't use the YouTube app. It just sucks. Even on Safari. They messed with Safari too. My dear Safari. Not the Safari. You only ever watch it on app, on phone, and use Safari on iPad? Bear, how do you ever watch YouTube? Don't you have terrible internet? Okay, someone's ranking up, so I gotta say my favorite punchline. Should we give this dude mercenary? Should I take mercenary? I mean, accidents do happen. Like, I don't think this mercenary... It was just a rare hiccup, I'm pretty sure. Okay, are we going thief again? Or are we gonna go thief? Okay, the thing is, everyone else took my other mains, so... I mean, before I go mechanic, but now I don't want to go mechanic. I have never tried her since the nerf. I'm just afraid to, honestly. Okay. This mercenary's funny, though. The other person said they were on promotion one time, and then they lost 3 in a row. And then the other dude's, like, overthrown. Alright, who's the hunter? Which hunter will I fail horribly against now? Who is it gonna be? Ripper. Oh, that would have hit me. No joke, that would have hit me. Okay. Don't mess this up, Psyche. Oh my gosh, I'm messing it up. I messed it up. Okay, he predicted my movement there. Oof, how did he not hit me there? That's what I was telling cats. Like, what if the Ripper predicts my movement? Not that time. Okay, this is a pretty open area now. I'm lagging! Focus. Oh my gosh, I'm lagging. I'm literally walking slower. Okay, let's go over here now. Okay, he's forcing me to go this way, so... I mean, it is an open area, so... Stun him, yes. Yes, stun him. Guys, you see this lag? He's walking through walls a little bit. Just go here. Just go here. Forget the flashlight at this point. Flashlight's a lost cause. Windows are super annoying for Ripper. Maybe I could bait it out, no. Oh, he missed. Okay. Oh well. Okay, I didn't fail terribly, but it wasn't perfect either. Like, there's definitely room for improvement there. There were some times where I messed up. Okay, ping just conveniently becomes 60 when I'm on the chair, you know. What else is new? What else? What the? Okay, this Ripper's no joke. No, I thought I'd juke him out there, okay. Okay, well this should be a... wait a minute. Wait a freaking minute. I only got hit once. Why did I still go down? That's a bug right there. That's a bug. I went down the exact same time as they activated the perfect frame. I should have survived. What is this? If we're gonna lose this game because of that, I think we're gonna tie. Because the mercenary's not opening the gate. Oh, or the dungeon's there. Okay, that's another thing. Wow. What is that? That's ridiculous. I got cheated. Or was that a terror shock? Guys, was that a terror shock? Oh, it might have been a terror shock, actually. Oh, it could have been a terror shock. But like, I could totally see it being as... I mean, that was the exact same frame I went down. So, I mean, if it was a bug, I could see it that way as well. I mean, I'm not gonna say don't. It just so happened. It happened. The other person... There was no way the other person could have known. There's no way the person could have known that I got her shocked. On paper, it was a good activation because it was right after I got hit. So, I'm not gonna say anything. There was no way the person could have known. Obviously, I could say that the person could have played safe. Like, that was what I was going to say. But then I realized, like, that's probably what I would do if I was in that situation. I would have probably also activated a hit after that. Okay, so... Do I go Saber? I'm gonna go Titan in this game. Just because we don't have a second rescuer. Technically, Cowboy is a second rescuer, but sometimes he just can't save off of the chair directly, so he needs someone else to do it for him. So, I don't want to take that chance. Okay, who is the hunter? Feaster. Feaster's a scary one to do flashlight against. I think it's just better to just focus on pallets. Feaster's definitely a scary one. Oh, I'm lagging. Why am I lagging? Guys, I'm literally walking slower. Why is this... I'm just going to turn it too low. Just in case it's his skin. Which I highly doubt. Okay, he just got a tentacle. So I'm going to ignore this. I'm lagging, guys. I'm lagging. I'm just going to spam this. Yeah, I don't know what's with this lag, guys. Thank goodness I was thief there, so I could just spam the window. I didn't have to, like, do my... Oh, that was satisfying. I didn't have to do, like, the super fast vaults that I'm used to. I'm just gonna vault this ahead of time. Because I think he's gonna drop a tentacle. I'm taking a little bit of a risk here. Okay, it paid off. The risk paid off. Let's see if he drops a tentacle. There we go. Let's vault this. Oopsies. Oh, that flashlight range. Are you guys seeing that? That flashlight range was insane. Okay. Yep. Okay, so Feaster can also do that. Note taken. Good thing I did not rely on flashlighting. Good thing I did not do a flashlight, because I also forgot he could do that. Oh wait, I'm just gonna go down because I'm not in a good area. I'm closer to a good area now. Probably kind of just dropped me in a bad area. He just like, he picked me up and then he just dropped me. Questionable lasso by him right there. Just lassoed into who knows where. The problem with Cowboy is that we only had one person decoding that whole time. Because the mercenary was preparing to rescue. What is he doing? Why are people so stupid? Why are people so stupid? Why? Why are they so stupid? Someone explain, why are people stupid? Why? The mercenary, what is the mercenary doing? Did the mercenary seriously think the cowboy was gonna rescue? Did he really think that? I'm upset. Every mercenary today has been just so garbage. And now this. Why is every mercenary so bad today? I hate these people. I hate these people so much. You're kidding. They can't even secure a tie. Oh my god, man.
let's just assume if I kited good every single other match, then the mercenary would have failed to save anyway. Let's just assume that. Like, okay, okay. Cabbage, you got so lucky there. Cabbage got so insanely lucky that he somehow hit the chair. If you guys are ever saving against Feaster, as soon as you get hit by a tentacle, you can just rescue. Sometimes, if you're feeling unconfident in yourself on the save, don't even try dodging the tentacle. If you're not good at it, don't. Just take it from me. As soon as you get hit by a tentacle, you can rescue immediately. There's no wait time. There's no like animation cooldown or anything. You can just save immediately. Hokage should have went in hospital there. If she went in hospital there, she might have been able to kite to gate. Gate wasn't open though. Okay. Dude, I can't believe it. This is what happens when you put, like, mercenary in the hands of people other than, like, Miasma or John. Like, they just assume things. And it's from a lack of experience. I learned over time that Cowboy doesn't do the first rescue. I learned that over time. This is a clear example of just inexperiency. I'm making that word up. Inexperiency. With a Y at the end. Oh wow, and we could have actually won. Okay, well at least we didn't lose. That was so dumb. This guy's 14 and he's proud. I used to be 14 when I played this game. Cowboy did a good job. I wasn't mad at the Cowboy. Because since he failed the lasso, like in the hospital, we should have won that. That was so dumb. That was so stupid. Watch, that person's gonna watch the stream now and he's gonna hear that I called him dumb. I feel bad now. Like, I don't know how, but this stream always makes it into the hands of people who I insult. I'm so sick and tired of mercenary. Okay, I was gonna go mercenary, but I'm so sick and tired of just... Ian isn't that bad either. Ian knows... At least Ian rescued. At least he tried. He might have got terror shocked. I don't remember which mercenary got terror shocked. He might have got terror shocked. At least he saved. At least he tried to. I'm gonna show you guys what a good mercenary does. Because that last game was disgusting. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I have the cat skin for mercenary. Sorry if my mic sounds different now. Or my voice sounds different because I just got up. Who is this hunter? Did you guys see that? How just like the heartbeat came out of nowhere? Like a really, really strong heartbeat. It wasn't even a gradual one. I think it's Wu Chang. Pretty sure it's Wu Chang. I mean, like, why wouldn't it be? Apparently people think he's ban-worthy. And then they fail kites against him consistently. Who is it? It's Wu Chang. It's just like, why? He's not difficult to rescue against. And he's not difficult to kite unless you feed him. Once you feed him, yeah, of course he's tough to kite, but it's sort of like Old Feaster. If you guys remember the Old Feaster, before his buff, his rework I should say, he was super weak early game. He was really bad early game, but if someone failed to kite against him, he was overpowered in the late game. In the late game, he was overpowered. There was nothing you could have done against him. Oh, he's across the map. Oh, wow, he's across the map. That's not good. Okay. Thankfully, Church is a very easy map to elbow pad around. The elbow pad journey from one corner to the other is a relatively easy one, if you count this being easy. Save! Save! I don't know why it wasn't saving. I don't know if I should blame myself or should I blame the prospector. Maybe that was my fault. I didn't want a body block for him, by the way. I just wanted to help him drop the pallet. Against White Wu Chang, I'm pretty confident I won't get hit through the pallet. I don't know, let's just say it was my fault, then combined with his. Maybe he didn't expect me to go the same path as him, which caused him to mess up. You know, it was like a cause and effect thing. He didn't expect me to, which is why that mistake happened. Okay, at least we have a good... Finally, someone went Perfumer, and not only that, but... Solid rescue. Oh, only problem is they weren't running Tide. How could I forget? Okay, well... It's alright. Tide would have been nice, but... I mean, I guess they forgot to equip it. Either that or they don't know to. They don't know they should. I mean, BUP is a good survivor. He's been around for a long time. I'm sure he knows. He probably forgot. There's not a lot of survivors I trust in this server, but... The thing about BUP is... He's not a new player. He knows what he's doing.
Anyway, I'm just making sure I don't get teleported on. You guys see how I'm constantly missing calibrations? This is how you counter Wu-Ching late game. You have to keep missing calibrations, make sure he's not teleporting on you. And when you do see him teleport, just know that you're safe for the next 30 seconds. He can't teleport for another 30 seconds. Which might be right about now, actually. Wow. That was brutal. Seki, where am I from? I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Chicago is the city, Illinois is the state, and in case you don't know where Illinois is, just know it's in the USA. Pretty simple. Both my parents were born in Poland, though, so I speak Polish and English. Technically, I'm American because I was born here, but both my parents are Polish, and they're not American at all. He's gonna teleport, isn't he? Oh, what do you know? It's definitely difficult making Wu-Ching hit the chair. It's not an easy task. It's possible if you do a circle around them, it's just really hard. You have to be, like, plan ahead almost. Oh! You dropped my phone because ciphers are prime. Didn't even know. I have a feeling he's teleporting this direction though. Like, oh no, he's chasing prisoner. Which is bad because dungeon's on my side of the map. So never mind, we lost. I actually would have rather... Okay. Just because of that peeper, I'm gonna move away. Oh, there's no POW here. I think I'm screwed. I might be screwed, guys. Oh yeah, he's in black form. Yeah, definitely screwed. Okay. I hate my life in this game. This game for me used to be, oh, I'm gonna main coordinator, and I'm gonna be the best coordinator in the game, right? And I main coordinator, I got pretty darn good at her. I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm the best, because obviously that's for other people to decide and criticize, not me. And then I became good at rescuer, right? And then the mercenary phase came along. People like mercenary more. Alright? So I had those like 2 seasons where I'm like, no, mercenary sucks. I'm gonna stick with coordinator. Because I love coordinator. And eventually I went to mercenary. And I stuck with mercenary for a long time. And I realized mercenary is actually a lot better at rescuing than coordinator. So it was like a whole nother world of rescue for me. But the thing is, it's not much different than coordinator, and in fact, it's more boring because I don't even get to have a flare gun. Or protect my teammate in any single way for them to get away. And now we're here, like, 3 more seasons after that. And I absolutely hate mercenary. It's the same thing over and over. Like, I mean, I've been playing mercenary in total 5 seasons now. If we're counting rescue class in general, like, if we're talking just rescue characters, I've been playing rescue characters since the game started. So if that says something about me hating to rescue, it's because of that. That's why I hate rescuing so much. It's not because... It's probably mostly because of Merce, honestly, but a lot of it comes from, like, I have been playing Rescuer since the start of the game. It's just, I want to do something else, you know? What do I think of the new Hunter? Oh, thank you for asking, Alliance. Nice to see you around, by the way. I haven't been seeing you in rank. You still play Photographer, by the way? Anyway, I stay away from all leaks. Every single little bit of leak I stay away from in this game. So I don't actually know anything about the violinist, except what he looks like. Persuade has been making a lot of videos on him. It's been showing up in my recommended. I'm glad, honestly, I'm glad Persuade is back to his, like, old tips and tricks videos, guides videos. I'm glad those are coming back. I hope those keep coming. I have a feeling they're only coming because there's quarantine, so he has to stay at home. And I mean, like, if I'm being completely honest, is a practitioner, like, what? A necessary job? A necessary, like, job to have around in the economy right now? Or is it just more virus spread? I don't know if Persuade got laid off. There's always the possibility he came back to YouTube because like he got put on hold while the coronavirus. I'm not saying he got laid off. Sorry, laid off was the wrong term. I meant you know, he's put on hold until this coronavirus thing sweeps up. So no, never know. In the meantime, he might make a little bit of dough from YouTube. Never know. Okay, that's really nice. That's really nice. That box right there bought our enchanter so much time. Even though it literally did nothing but distract the hunter. Alright, good stream, guys. It's been great. I really love Prisoner, by the way. Did we mention... No, I didn't even get to play Prisoner once today. I didn't get to play Prisoner once. No, not a single time. Is basement there too? Yep. You know, you just get this sneaky feeling that there's basement and the hunter's taking extra long to put them in the chip. You guys know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, if this guy doesn't get off my tail, then I'm gonna go rescue, because, like, I'm not decoding. Okay, he's gonna force me to rescue. Because if I can't decode, I may as well do something useful, right? That's my logic as mercenary. If someone goes down super fast like that, it's usually not worth the rescue, but if they force you, it's better than not decoding. Because now at least Tide Turner's in effect. And who knows? This Enchantress might come up with something, and maybe she'll play for a minute. She's in a pretty decent area. She just got a window boost. She has 1 stun to work with. Maybe 2. You know, she could last a good bit. Okay, anyway. Okay, good news. She didn't die immediately after Tide Turner, though. Okay. I see this as a success. Okay. For basement, that was pretty good. It could have been way worse. Since it was a basement rescue, I think it could have gone so much worse. Okay, let's get this cipher done. We're going to be down at 2. Oh, and I forgot, we have a cowboy. Oh yeah, I'm glad I rescued now. I forgot we had a cowboy. It's very important to rescue when you have a cowboy on your team, because it's definitely worth it then. That's not good. Unfortunately, this Enchantress didn't die in a good area for our cowboy. And how can I tell? It's because she's in, like... She's in an area where... Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to be able to decode anymore, but the cowboy is forced to be in an area with no pallets. So how can he do anything? He can't really help the enchantress because... Okay. Hold up. Hold up. Make sure he's not after me. Okay, why did I even work for this cipher? There was nothing done here. Shake my head. Schmitty uploaded a new YouTube video. Do you guys watch Schmitty, by the way? Okay, let's check up on chat. Keep reading up on chat. I'm gonna ping the enchantress in the meantime. Okay, anyway, back to chat. I mean, I think we all know deep down your teammates insult you when you screw up, even if they don't say anything. My life in a nutshell. Get a calibration, they teleport. I really hope my teammates listen to my get out of here's and they get out of here. I really do hope they listen. I think they did. Because Cowboy didn't go down instantly. Okay. I'm confused right now because it looks like 3 people are cutting at the same time in different areas. So I have no idea where the hunter's at. It looks like someone's about to die though. That's what it looks like. Yep. That's what it looks like when someone's about to die. One cipher left. If we could just like keep this up. I got screwed up by a calibration, unfortunately. This is not a good cipher against Wu Ching, by the way. We have 2 bad ciphers against Wu Ching. There's a cipher in church and there's this cipher. And I don't know where the 3rd cipher is. If I was prisoner, I would know where the 3rd cipher is and I would definitely go decode there right now. Something's telling me it's in graveyard though. I think it might be in graveyard, honestly. The 3rd cipher. So it wouldn't be a good place either. It's better than here though. A lot better than here. You know what? I might be able to prime this. If I could, okay, if my teammates could just... No, I'm not coming. The hunter's near me. Drop the pal right as he uses bell on me, so that way I don't have a stupid animation. That should have hit me. Like, normally that's the type of hit that would hit me. Oh, I thought he would be a little bit farther. Oopsies. Is someone decoding me? Okay, here's the good thing. During that entire kite, everyone healed up. So while this Wu Ching got one measly hit on me, he is starting all the way back from scratch. So hopefully our teammates do not ruin this advantage. I think everyone has Enchantress's curse mark on her, so every time someone gets hit, she benefits. And that cipher is 70%, so if Hokage gets teleported on, it's gonna be more like 80. I hope this guy doesn't get terror shock right here. Something's telling me he might get terror shocked. We definitely don't need a terror shock. Oh, that'll be the stuff of nightmares. Yes. Okay, you know what? Oh, that would have been... I really would have wished if Cowboy healed me a little bit faster, so then I'd be at full health. Because now I died of detention. What time is it? No, not literally. What time is it? I meant like time in game before his next umbrella. Dang, he's pointing that umbrella right at me. It's like he knows exactly where I am. Dungeon is not here. Oh man, that sucks. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. This is really annoying. So stupid. He got so lucky, he just barely saw me. He just barely saw me, that's so annoying. I was like wondering, should I just go for dungeon? This is why I hate taking chances in Identity 5. They never pay off. Chances never pay off. If you just hope it's gonna be okay, it's never okay. Merce isn't stressful. Like, if I had to rate stressful characters, Merce is at the bottom for me. Merce is in this game for me. If there's ever a day I just can't kite, I just go mercenary. If there's a day I just can't think straight, think logically, I just go mercenary. If I just don't want to think at all, I just go mercenary. Oh wow, J-Rio's here. Top. Duty's here as well. Man, why is everyone coming here now? Oh, is it because like rank just ended? CVZ01. He was here last stream. King of Bleeding Out. Who would I rather play in rank? Let's see. Definitely rather play Seer, but he's at the bottom of the list because I play him the least. Prisoner would be like second. It's either Prisoner or Thief, those two. I would play those two the most. We should have won one of these Thief games, but then our Mercenary screwed up. I did such a good Thief kite, and then the Mercenary screwed up. What's new? Hold up, maybe Sephiroth is online. And don't worry, we're not gonna do Trump voice this time. The Trump voice, I rewatched that stream, the so-called Trump stream. That is not Trump. That's not Trump. That's just me, but it sounds stupider. I just sound stupider. Thank you, please. The Trump voice hurt my soul. I'll see if Sephiroth wants to play 2v8 Hunter. If not, then I'm just gonna end the stream here. Of course, people close their records, so I can't see if they're like playing with like in like rank match, or are they playing a normal match, or is he playing 2v8 with someone? Will I stream again tomorrow? I only stream Mondays and Fridays though. I specifically do that because I play a lot worse when I commentate. There's a reason I don't do voice chat. It's because when I talk, or when I hear other people talking about the game, like if it's my family, I don't care. Not that I don't care about my family, it's just I don't care if my family's talking. But I just can't concentrate when I'm talking, or someone else is talking to me in game. Oh, and voice chat makes the like game sound like literally zero, so that's another thing. What keeps me motivated to play this dumb game? When I first started in Season 1, it was because my brother, Yo Mama, he used to be first. And he was 14. How old was he? He's 13 now. So he was 11 back then. He was 11 back then. He played this game a lot, right? He started in July. And I didn't want to play the game because it looked scary to me. But then I see he started getting featured on YouTube, especially Persuade, right? Persuade basically made him popular with that Inori video about exposing Inori, because Yo Mama was in it. So not only was he getting a lot of fame, he was just being first. And really, if you're good at the game, you can totally get first. And so when I started the game, I'm not going to lie, the only thing that motivated me was to get first place, to show up on the leaderboard, at least in top 10. So I played in August. I started in August. I had to work my way up. My brother found out that I was playing the game secretly away from him because I didn't want him to know. And he started to teach me. He taught me that Thief was the best character. At the time, Thief was the best kiter, next to Magician. Coordinator was the main rescuer, so she was the second character that I bought. The first one was Ripper. Right? And I was not only going to be a great rescuer, but I wanted to be on the leaderboard. I wanted to be known. That was what motivated me, in short. Obviously, there's another, 14 months of story back there. I could keep going on and on and on. There's, I guess it's more like 20 months now. Well, he was only 11. That's very impressive. I mean, for someone that plays video games every day, it's not impressive to me. I know what he's like. Anyone who's not an idiot at video games, you can easily learn this game. All you want to do is get to champion, then quit rank forever. For me, I want to get to the top. I want to show off that I'm more than just some champion who hits 0 stars and just leaves it there. I want to be relevant. Eventually, Call of Abyss came around in January. In January, Call of Abyss came out. And guess who was representing us? The team that I hated most. The group of people that I hated most. It was AO, Alpha Omega. It wasn't all the people that I hated there, but there were Doc, and I thought Roxanne wasn't toxic. At the time, I thought Roxanne was a cool dude. It was really just Doc at the time. But then I realized Roxanne's just as toxic as Doc. He just mained Hunter. But anyway, that's besides the point. I saw them play Call of Abyss, and I'm like, man, that could be me. You know, it was around January, December. I just started, technically I started in August, but did I actually play rank? No, I did not. I knew it existed. I wanted to get as high as my brother so I could play with him. But I just didn't feel motivated to. it wasn't until finally in like December that I decided I need to get on my grind. Get on the grind, work hard, get up there and play with Yo Mama. Because Yo Mama, he didn't have a rank partner at the time. He always played alone. So January 2019 came around. Call of Abyss came out. It was a huge thing because that was the first time there was like ever a global final, and it looks like Sephiroth is matching. So I don't know if we're gonna. Maybe we can get a special few games with cats. Yeah, Call of Abyss came out, and even though a super toxic team was representing our server, NAEU, it was still really fun to watch. It was still cool to see that if I work hard, if I play, I know I have the skill in me. Yo Mama taught me everything about the game. How to drop pallets, how to vault windows correctly. He just taught me just logic. Just be logical. Don't let the hunter kill you. Easy enough. But I didn't really play that much either. Hey, Psych, it's me, Baby Razaki. I try not to pronounce your name when I see it. Yeah, you're that hunter. We matched with you a couple times. Hey, glad you made it on the stream, I guess. Pretty small crowd. Nothing like Blu-ray Scar or John streams. They've been around. They've been streaming since the start. Not streaming, but making videos since the start. So obviously they have a lot more viewers than me. I don't know, maybe you see that as a good thing, because like, if you ever try to say anything in chat, it just gets swept away. Did I ever play in Call of Abyss? No, it was my dream. In January, when I saw Call of Abyss, and I saw how cool it was that I get to meet real people, the people who I play in the game with, I could meet them, I could really take this game to another level. I could be more than just first place on the leaderboard. I could be on Call of Abyss. So, it was my dream to be in Call of Abyss. So I worked hard. I worked so hard from January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Every single month I played rank match. Every single season. I never slouched back. Unfortunately, around January and February, Yo Mama quit the game. He quit in less than a year. Less than half a year, really. So I thought I would also stop playing, because if he stops playing, then that means I have no one to rank with. I would start matching with bad people. But guess what? I found Hokage. And I was actually introduced to Hokage by Yo Mama. And she saw how well I kited, because my brother taught me. So she was impressed. And she decided to give me a chance. And so we've been playing for like the past almost 2 years now. Sorry, I'm late. I've been having a bad day, so I wasn't on most streams. It's alright. I don't take it personally, guys. You don't have to apologize. These streams will always be up. Unless I don't know, something I said that was super rude that I just don't want people to hear. Or maybe one of my parents got involved and I don't want people to hear that either. Yeah, Hokage's always with me. So, back to that question, have I ever played in Call of Abyss? I was supposed to. I was supposed to this year. I thought I finally reached my goal. It took a year of being jealous that AO made it, and that I could have, but I just didn't work for it. I know I could have, but I just wasn't playing rank. I just wasn't known. In December of 2019, after a year of playing rank, being known, like finally getting my name recognized on the leaderboard, and that I'm more than your average player, I guess you could say. I got invited to LBM. Now, as you guys know, LBM did make it to Call of Abyss. But at the time, we weren't sure yet. I was just on, standby in case we did make it, because in case LBM did make it to Call of Abyss, first place, then what would happen is they would have less than 5 people because most of their team couldn't participate in actually going to China. So as soon as they made it into it, I joined their team because some of them couldn't make it to China. I've already been talking to them since like November or something. We've already been talking about it. So as soon as they made it, I joined. We had enough people. Blue Racecar was gonna go to Call of Abyss. Liz was gonna go to Call of Abyss. Liz is a season 1 player, by the way. She started at the very beginning. Blue Racecar, obviously also a very old player. Bolin was in it. I was in it. And then there was this other Chinese dude whose name I can't remember anymore. But he couldn't make it either because one of his credentials was missing. He didn't have like the right credentials. Something like, I don't know, some visa or passport or something like that. So we had a replacement for him as well, and it was Alex. Alex, if you guys know Alexander, the one with the Y, he's top forward. He joined us. And it was looking good. We were going to go to Call of Abyss. We had enough people. We were submitting. We had all the information we needed, and we started practicing in February. And then coronavirus came around. So we had to make a choice. Are we gonna go to China with this coronavirus around? Or are we going to, because the devs gave us a choice. Are we gonna go to Call of Abyss, or are we going to stay in the US and not go at all? So we chose not to go. It's just too dangerous, and my mom wasn't on board with it either. So even if I wanted to go, I wasn't gonna go, no matter what. Keep in mind, in February, the virus was a lot smaller than it is now. It wasn't nothing, but it had hardly any cases in the US. Maybe like 10, 20, 15. We were just planning for the future. We were just going to assume that this is going to blow up since it blew up in China. So, did I ever get to play Call of Abyss? I was supposed to. It was my dream. It's the whole reason I still play this game. It's because I want to be on Call of Abyss. I didn't want to just make my name known. I didn't just want to show that I'm a good survivor. I didn't just want to be top 10 on the leaderboard, top 5. I want to be on Call of Abyss. That is the highest level you can possibly achieve in this game. You can't go any higher than Call of Abyss. It is an exclusive event. And for NAEU teams, it's even more exclusive because we only get one of those on Call of Abyss. We only get one team to represent us. We have one shot. If you went to China, you would have been trapped in there, dude. Oh, yeah. That is why we didn't go. Exactly why. Because if we went, it's just too risky. Here's what the devs told us, because they always communicated with us during these times. They told us if we went, then we would have to be quarantined for 14 days. Not because they want to, but that's just Chinese policy, Chinese government policy. That as soon as we enter the country, we have to be quarantined for 14 days. So that means we have to go ahead of time into China. 2 weeks ahead of time. And 2 of those 3 weeks, because the tournament is 1 week long, we will be spending more time being quarantined than in the tournament. Come on. That's ridiculous. And what happens if we contract coronavirus in China? We're stuck there. We cannot leave. We're stuck in China. None of our team, well, actually 2 people in our team are familiar with China, and that's it. My dad and I, because I'm underage, so I'd have to bring my dad along, we would both be stuck in China for who knows how long. It's just too risky. And that's assuming, like, even if we don't get coronavirus in those 14 days, what happens when we go to the tournament and then we leave China and then we have coronavirus in the US? Then we have even more trouble because we could be spreading it to our family. Not just me, Blue Race Car, Liz. They both start with L. I keep mixing them up. It was just too risky. If the coronavirus thing never happened, I would be in China right now. Tournament is happening today. Today was, I think, when all the teams were supposed to lift off and go to China. May 4th. Call of Abyss 4. I hope Call of Abyss 4. AO has split apart since then. Since December, AO has split apart. Like, there's a new clan now for AO. Instead of AO, like, Paul's in... I don't know much about what happened with AO. I just know that for some reason they're not around anymore. But I think there's a new clan to replace AO. I know Paul's in it. I think someone else is in it. I don't know if Roxanne and Doc are in it. I hope they aren't. They are so toxic. Call of Abyss finished yesterday? Really, Call of Abyss finished yesterday, huh? Okay, I got my dates wrong then. It was like April 29th and was liftoff then. My bad, guys, my bad. So GR already won. GR won again. Are you seriously? Here's the thing though, guys. I don't know if you guys saw the bracket. I think GR technically had an unfair advantage. One of my teammates notified me about this. I don't actually watch anything Identity 5 related, only once in a while, very rarely, and I always stay away from leaks. Anything leak related, I always stay away from, and sometimes I just watch like generic gameplay, very rarely. But this one of my teammates in LBM, one of our teammates, sent a picture in the LBM Discord chat between us 5. And believe it or not, we got matched up with GR. It was random. They were randomly picking 16 teams and just putting them in like places they wanted, right? They had it all set up, like where number 1 team would go, where number 2 team would go on the bracket, or number 3. It just so happened GR got placed against LBM. I was hoping for a fairer matchup, honestly. But obviously, if you guys know me, I'm not afraid of anything. I dream big. If that's not obvious, I dream big. If I say the highest is Call of Abyss, you better believe I'm going to try to get to Call of Abyss. And when we matched with GR, I mean, of course we weren't going to go. At that point, when they were making the brackets, we weren't going to go anymore, but one of our teammates, just sent it anyway. And all of our teammates just were like, we're so demoralized that saying that we would have lost already. Man, we're not stupid. NAEU is not a stupid server. Why do people have so little, I don't know, they have so little belief in themselves. We got matched with GR. So what? At least we can try to make our server look as good as possible. We're not idiots. We're not like most other people in this server. There's a reason we got in Call of Abyss. And I really wanted a match against won last year. And they won this year, I guess. But who knows? Maybe we could have won. Maybe we could have won this year. I don't know. It's possible. People don't have belief in themselves. I think it's totally possible. I believe in myself. I believe in my rescue ability. I believe in my kiting ability. Those hunters, their hunters do not scare me. Their hunter, their Dream Witch hunter are the exact same thing as here. They're nothing different. So there's nothing to be scared of. If we're going to face a good Dream Witch, it's going to be a good Dream Witch from the same server, from like this server. It will be the equivalent of here. Sure, there's hardly any, but there are good Dream Witches in this server that are still difficult to beat, yet nobody's scared of them. Everyone wants, and no top survivor is like, oh my gosh, we're gonna lose. No one says that. So why do people say? Why did my team say we're gonna lose against GR? I don't know. People just don't believe in themselves. Chances are we were gonna lose anyway. If I'm being honest, we were gonna lose anyway, almost for certain. But like, I still had belief. I was still believing in us. So anyway, because we didn't get to go against them, they got a free pass for round 1. They just instantly round 1. Round 1, my bad, guys. So, long story short, GR was supposed to go against LBM. That's right, NAEU going against the team who won last year. It's not like they have anything up on us. The only difference is they've been playing for way longer. They no-life the game. They play all 3 sessions, I bet. And the thing is, my logic to this game is this. My logic in Identity 5. You can only get so good at the game. Eventually, there is a point where it just comes down to making mistakes. I'm at that level. I'm at the point where I'm not learning anything new anymore. It's just being consistent. I'm learning Thief, but I'm not learning how to kite. I already know how to kite. I might play Coordinator sometimes, but it's the same thing as Mercenary. I'm not new to saving. It's all about not making mistakes at that point. And what GR is good at is just staying consistent, not making as much mistakes. Technically, if we're talking skill level, we are at the same skill level as GR. Because you can only get so good at the game before it comes down to you making mistakes. Not that you didn't know what was the right move. It was just you knew what the right move was, but you didn't do it. That's what a mistake is, for those that don't know. It's when you knew you should have done something and you didn't do it. So in terms of skill, anyone can be GR. Anyone. But because they just play every single day, they are never rusty. There is never anything they're not prepared for. And because of that, they make less mistakes. I think we had a chance. Next tournament, you guys got this. I really hope we do. I really hope the next tournament that I need a second chance. I mean, this is my second chance. The first one was like a wake-up call for me, like saying that I need to work on rank match or else I'm never gonna get there. And this was my second chance, thrown out the window. GR did kind of destroy like all their matches. Bear. Are we them? Are we those other teams? No, we aren't. We are not those other teams. We are not those other teams. We are uncomparable. You cannot look at them and say we would do exactly the same thing. You can't say that until it happens. It's never impossible. Some of them be hitting 50 stars every season. You want to know why people don't hit 50 stars in this server? Take a guess, Bear. Take a real good guess. Why do people not hit 50 stars in this season? Take a good guess. Is it because there's no reason to? There is no incentive. In China, they have tournaments. Every season there is a tournament. Is there a tournament for us? No, there's no reason for us to play. Look at me, for example. In the past 2 weeks, in the past 1.5 week, I have gained 18 stars. I wasn't even champion not that long ago. And I gained 18 stars that quick. Because I played a couple afternoon sessions. I rarely play afternoon sessions. I just decided, why not? Since I do have a duo for afternoons now. So 1.5 weeks of afternoons plus evenings ends up this, 18 stars. Oh, and don't forget, there was 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks where I didn't play any session. So the fact that I was this far behind, yet I'm at 18 stars, 3 full weeks of no playing, because Hokage didn't play. I could easily reach 50 stars. Honestly, Mumu could easily reach 50 stars. Cats can easily reach 50 stars. Blu-ray Scar, John, any decent person in this server can reach 50 stars very easily. You know why they don't, though? Because they don't play every rank session. They don't play every rank session in a single day. A lot of them, I bet, are like me. They only play evening sessions. I'm playing afternoons now, so I'm making mad progress. But I can get 50 stars. If I made this much progress this fast, and took a 3-week break, then what, those 50 stars mean nothing there. It means nothing. One thing about me that my mom always tells me is that I'm very stubborn. And it's true. For 2 seasons, Mercenary was clearly the better option over Coordinator. It was like starting in Season 4. People started using Mercenary over Coordinator because Mercenary was better. For 2 seasons, that's 3.5 months. I said no, Coordinator is better, and no one's changing my mind. Mumu even tried to talk me out of it. Mumu, the game's top first player, matching with me, and I have the nerve to tell her, no, I'm sticking Cord. What? Oh my gosh, this keyboard's lagging. I'm like, you guys can't see it obviously, but my fingers are moving faster than this keyboard can type. I'm starting to think Psyche is cute. Seems far-fetched, but come on. There was a chance. It's not like we were out of it. We are not out of it until we are out of it. There was a summer tournament, and there was a Halloween tournament. In 10 seasons, we only received 2 tournaments that were exclusive to our region. What's my favorite hunter? Ripper. Ripper's my favorite hunter. Although I hate this skin. This skin makes me miss every Foggy Blade. I use this skin normally. Both of them I got for free. The tentacles are ugly? Oh, I just like it because it's super rare. Anyone with money, anyone who spends money on this game, think about it. If you had to spend $100, would it be on Memory Sphere number 1? The one where all the A skins and S skins look exactly the same, so that the only one that's worth it would be the S skin, and your chance of receiving it is like 0. If you spend $100, there's a fat chance you're not even gonna get it. So no one's gonna spend money on that sphere because it's not worth it. It doesn't have worthwhile skins or accessories or like any B skins really. That sphere is lame, exactly. No one wants to pay money for that sphere. That's what makes this skin super rare. Because if nobody wants to spend money, like, forget all the free-to-play players. If not even the pay-to-win players want to spend money, then that could be its own limited skin, honestly. I got it for free. You know that one single memory sphere at the beginning of Logic Path? Yeah, that's where I got the skin. I didn't even pay for the memory sphere, like with clues. I just got it from the Logic Path. Call of Abyss Ripper is still better. Yeah, I still like it better. But like, they're both so cool. This one's got a coolness factor to it. The other one's got a rarity factor to it. Psyche is my new mans. I can't believe we have more people watching me in a waiting lobby than when I was actually playing rank. Even Edward's better? Edward's ugly. Is he even still here? Is he still here? No, he's not. He's gone. Edward's ugly. How dare you say Edward's better? I'd be the Eslo of LBM. I didn't really know Eslo that well. Yeah. I'm gonna be second. I'm gonna be second thief. If I can't get first, I'll at least be second. I'll settle for second thief. I'm fine with second thief, honestly. Stubborn and a good player. New. This Q-tip got me twisted. Cat's got something messed up in his brain right now. It's alright. I should really spend this time working on my prisoner guide. Because, like, I started it yesterday, and I still have a lot of work to do. I haven't even put all the clips together. Oh my gosh, it might be even a 20-minute video. I don't know how long it's gonna be. Quarantine depression is real. Honestly, my life is the same. Like, other than going to school, which I would argue is better, because the bus ride was terrible. If it takes an hour, it takes 20 minutes to get to school. Versus an hour on the bus. Like, hour on the bus versus 20 minutes in the car. How high is Cats? Okay, not like that. How high, like, in terms of stars? How high? 17. He's got more stars as Hunter, okay. Ready for the new season, Psyche? Honestly, this I really want to get 40 stars in this season, though. Like, at least 40 stars. Collab with Cats. Look at how slow it's typing. I'm just staring at the screen while it types for me. That's how fast I'm typing. Collab, I still messed up. Psyche destroys Cats. Well, we're on a team, so I don't think it really counts. 40 stars a season, yes, Bear. That is my goal, usually every season. 40 stars at least. But I don't think it's happening this season because I took such a massive break. I took 3 weeks off. I might not even get the A skin off of Logic Path, and I always... Psyche Kites the #1 Soul Weaver Cats. It might have been a Friday or a Monday. I can't remember. Season's about to end. What do I mean? I always want to try to hit 40 stars, but it's not going to happen this season. I thought my highest I'd ever get would be 42 stars. 42 stars was in the summer. And I hardly played afternoons. I might have played like afternoons like maybe 6 times in total. And I, just from evenings, almost no afternoons, I hit 42 stars. That was without afternoons. So, Bear, I know earlier you said that those people always hit 50 stars. They hit 50 stars by playing every rank session. I hit 42 by only playing evenings. And I thought I'd never get higher than that. Right? I thought 42 stars would be my record. Next season, school started September through October and November, I guess, a little bit of November. I beat my record. I hit 43, and that was with 0 afternoons because school started. Once school starts, I just never want to play afternoons. There's too little time. Even though I never have homework, I still don't want to play afternoons. You know what I'm saying? Cat's hitting on Psyche? No, get that out of here. No, Cats is not hitting on me and I'm not hitting on him. We're just bros, you know? Not bromance, just bros. We are not getting matches. This sucks. Rank can be tiring, yeah. I rather stick with just one rank session a day. That's why I never do afternoons. It's just so tiring. Think about if you were in my position. If you played for 2 hours straight every single day, would you really bump it up? Like not even that. For 2 years. Let's say you do it for 2 years. And you keep doing it. It's like, imagine you're like stuck to a contract. And you'd have to play rank every day for 2 hours for the next 2 years. It's just, you would never bother to play afternoons, because at that point you feel like a job. It just feels like a job at that point. Am I sure, Psyche? Sure about what? I'm pretty sure. Oh, Cats is here. Oh, I didn't even notice. Hey, Cats. Play Mad Eyes and block him with walls. I think I had enough Mad Eyes for 1 year. For the rest of this year, I think I've had enough Mad Eyes. And I think I've also done enough Trump impressions on this channel for, for the life of this channel, for the rest of this channel. 2 matches is 2 matches too much. 0 is all I'm settling for. Any more than that is just too much with Mad Eyes. And I actually did pretty well. I didn't do terrible. I was actually playing really well. I was like in the zone with that Trump voice. You are Trump and I am Border Patroller. Border Patrol. I think I'm done with Trump, Cats. You know, you're probably listening on stream, but I'm just gonna message you anyway. 10 seconds is enough Trump impressions. Do I think Matties is a good hunter? Not exactly. Some people put him in A. Cough, cough, I alien. I alien seems to believe he's A tier. That was like 4 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago. After I saw that, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna put myself through any more Survivor tier, like Hunter tier list that this man has to put out. He put Mad Eyes in A. Mad Eyes does not deserve to be in A because you can just destroy the consoles and then he can't surprise you with walls. And then when you hit 50% decode on your cipher, destroy the console again because by that point it'll have like 70 or 80 or 90 energy, which is enough to kill you, potentially. So that's when you once again have to break the rhythm like that. Mad Eyes is a super easy to just prevent you from getting hit by walls. And he's just a super easy kite in general. Like, if he isn't using walls. So, I will put him at B because he's still got super good kite potential. It's just, he is weak at chasing. Some Mad Eyes have found ways to use walls in the middle of kites to block off the survivors' routes. But I don't know how well that works against good survivors. A good survivor will know they could just find another route instantly. And that's the same logic with Feaster. If a Feaster blocks a pal with a tentacle, just go around. Just find a different route. Because usually when a Feaster does that, they usually do it from a distance. Like, think about it this way. How often do you see Feasters, like, walking at you from really far away, and then they decide to place a tentacle? Almost all the time. If they do that, then that means you don't have to go for the pallet since you have the distance. You could just go around and find a different pallet. And sure, he'll be closer, but you can definitely sacrifice some ground. Basically, Mad Eyes is the worst version of that. Because Mad Eyes gives more reaction time than a Feaster's tentacle does. As soon as he places a wall, you have some time to think about where are you going to go next as soon as he drops that wall. It's the same concept, really. We have to build a wall. I'm so done with building walls, honestly. Mad Eyes is definitely an interesting hunter. It's just, I can't make him work. And anyone else who is really good at him, it's still difficult to use because survivors just destroy your consoles. Any good survivor will know that. Oh, and have we mentioned a thief meta? There's a possibility that thief can become a valid choice. Essentially, whenever I go thief, the hunter cannot go Mad Eyes because if they start using their machine in the open, their like portable machine, that means I could just start interfering with them and protect the rest of my teammates with the flashlight. It was an OP strategy before Thief's like ability to get rid of hunter abilities. It's an even more OP strategy now because you only need to fill the bar halfway to get him off the machine. And if people can just realize that Thief is super good, even against Dream Witch, if you play your cards right, it's difficult to play your cards right, but if you manage to, he can even kite Dream Witches. I don't think you're ever going to get a match. I don't think we're ever going to get a match either. KITES is a dragon with 18 stars. This is why I normally do 2v8 with Sephiroth. Sephiroth is a spider, not a spider, a snake that specifically went out of his way to get a 1% win rate. And he even made a clan titled First Win Ever to signify his 1% win rate. So just to represent it, honestly. The madman lost 99 games just so he's at 1%. Apparently it's impossible to go below 1%. He tried to, but at that point, I think he's in the thousands of a decimal place. Probably hardly anything. You want to take out... Oh, that reminds me. I had a raccoon plushie that I really liked. I wonder what happened to it. I miss it. What a monster of a raccoon. We locked eyes and it hissed at me. You know, it's so interesting because cats also hiss. I guess raccoons are scary. I mean, I've never met a raccoon. Is a raccoon with 2 C's? Take a fat guess, say it has 2 C's. Why does it have 2 C's? I have no idea. I don't think any other word in the English language has 2 C's. He looks like Soul Weaver. You have someone in that client in my friends list and they hunted me down and friended me? Really? Oh, that's an interesting coincidence. Possums? Oh. Possums don't gotta tell me twice. I see them all over my yard. Oh, and the dog? The dog just wants to get in a fist fight with that raccoon. My dog barks at everything, but it doesn't bark at anything like it barks at a possum. When it sees a possum, something changes in my dog. Its biology changes, and it just becomes just an absolute monster. It sounds like something's wrong with him. You know, he barks at strangers. He barks at other dogs. He barks randomly in the house sometimes when, like, I don't know, when, like, a piece of paper drops. Sometimes he does that. Oh, he hates the mailman, of course. What kind of dog would it be if he didn't hate the mailman of most? But if it's a possum, oh boy, you better not set him out loose. If it's a possum, then the neighbors aren't going to be able to sleep for the next hour. The possum is just going to be hiding in, like, the corner somewhere, waiting for the dog to leave. But my dog's stubborn. He's not going to leave. So he just ends up for, like, 2 hours, maybe 1 hour, just barking non-stop at the possum. I'm not gonna lie, I really hate it when people call me by my real name when I'm playing a game. This raccoon's banging on the door. Dude, maybe he just wants a peanut. Maybe he smelled you. He smelled you were eating something good. He just wants some of it. Just give him some. I don't know. Maybe he smelled that Lay's potato chip. That salty Lay's potato chip. He wants a bit of it. He wants an autograph. That's a good one. I mean, who wouldn't? It's cats. You should be very welcoming to your guest. Let him in. This raccoon, it goes all the way, it goes out of its way to meet cats, and cats is just locking the door on him. Maybe he wants to be friends. Maybe he just wants to be a pet. You know, you never know. I don't know where cats lives. Probably, oh yeah, somewhere in the East Coast. I don't know. I'm pretty sure raccoons known to be in the East Coast of the U.S. No idea. I have never seen a raccoon though. Poor guy. This is ridiculous. This is already a 3-hour stream, and 33% of it has been spent in a waiting room. That's not even counting between rank matches. So maybe it's more like 40%? Close to half the stream is just waiting. I don't know, guys. I don't think we're getting a match. It might be possible to get a 2v8 match as Survivor, but then I'm gonna be the one with 18 stars. In, how much stars do I have again? 18. And KITES has 17 as Hunter. Okay. And he's a high survivor too. I'm a low rank hunter, so the fact we still can't find matches. Ugh. Okay, you spent an hour killing blazes with no mic. How bad can it get? I don't even know why I streamed that, honestly. I should have had mic on because that's unbearable to watch. You guys should not have to go through the pain of watching it. Thankfully, you're not forced to watch it, so please don't watch it. Don't watch the blaze killing for an hour. 2 hours maybe. Oh, and after that, I spent like another 2 hours building the road that I was going to use all those blaze rods for. The end road, the blue ice road. And that's just the blue ice, right? And then I have to do the same thing, but with end rods all the way back. And that's just one side, so essentially I had to travel 1,000 blocks in Minecraft 3 times at insanely slow speeds. How I didn't get knocked off by an Enderman randomly, I don't know. They love to do that. They love to just randomly get mad at you even if you don't look at them. It was at 3 AM too. Ugh. Oh yeah, don't watch that. It was a great stream. Oh, by the way, what happened with that Minecraft world? Do I still play Minecraft? Okay, the problem is it was a realm, and it was my friend's realm. So my friend stopped playing long before I stopped playing. And when the realm ran out, he didn't want to renew it. The thing about realms is you can get endless amounts of realms for free. You just have to making a new Microsoft account and just use another free trial, because there are free trials, and it lasts for a month. But he didn't want to play anymore. He was already playing it nice by making it available, even though he didn't play anymore. He did it one time, but after that, I just didn't bother asking him again. Maybe he'll want to play after the Nether update. Now, the Nether update is due in a couple of weeks. Anyway, we'll see. But ever since then, I've made my own world. I started all that work of killing the Ender Dragon, and then killing it again in that world, and then making a blue ice road, making my nice house, enslaving villagers to do what I want them to, building a wall around them because, you know, I just seem to love building walls. Oh man, all that work for nothing. Hold up, we've already been waiting 17 minutes? Really? I really hate 2v8 Survivor, but if there's any mode I hate 2v8 Survivor more than Blackjack. And Blackjack already sucks because you can only take one hit. I really hate Blackjack because, I don't know, there are so many times when I kite for 100 seconds out of 120 seconds, because there's only 120 seconds in every round. I kite for almost the whole round, and the person just keeps tunneling me. And when you do a super long kite like that, you think I'd be rewarded with a massive amount of points that will get me right back into the game, no problem. Like, buy a ton of cards that will... buy a ton of abilities that will switch out my cards with other people, so that the sacrifice I made to kite for 100 seconds and still have to pick a card from the hunter would be well worth it. No, you get almost no points for kiting the hunter the whole time. You get more points from decoding a single cipher. than for kiting the whole 120 seconds. You probably don't even get half of what you make from a cipher, from a 120-second kite like that. And the thing is, that's the biggest problem, that I can go almost 2 minutes without being hit, but the game doesn't award me because it's almost impossible. Imagine trying to kite a hunter for 2 minutes with detention. How often do you guys see a top survivor do that? Never. It's impossible. It's just, the survivor would have to be, first of all, the survivor has to be in a good mindset to be able to play well. Second of all, the hunter has to be in a bad mindset. Third of all, the hunter has to be not great hunter. Fourth of all, the hunter has to make a lot of mistakes. All of that, and yet some more, assuming you don't lag at all, for you to kite 2 minutes against a hunter with detention. Blackjack is like that for me. When a hunter chases me, they never get off of me. And so by kiting for 2 minutes, I'm punished. I'm punished for kiting for 2 minutes. Because they get me just barely before the 2 minutes is up, and I have to pick a card. Sometimes that card gets me out of the game. And it's so frustrating. Okay. That went on for way too long, why I hate blackjack. But guess what? That's not even the end of it. That was just telling you all those things, and yet I still like it more than 2v8 Survivor. I'd rather play blackjack than 2v8 Survivor. Did you guys hear that? I'd rather play blackjack than 2v8 Survivor. It's terrible. I wouldn't even play 1v4 Survivor. I hate Survivor that isn't ranked that much. Because people just don't know what they're doing in 2v8 Survivor. They're just absolute buffoons. Rapscallions. They just troll the hunters and we lose. And there's nothing I hate more than losing in this game. Even as Survivor especially. Even if it was if it's for fun. I'm still bitter about it. The thing about blackjack too is that you're not playing for your team. No one congratulates you from an amazing kite like that. No one. In fact, they're your enemies and you're helping them by constantly being the target. If a hunter doesn't leave the survivor after 10 seconds, then they don't know how to play blackjack. Because that survivor can end up kiting you for almost the whole match. So that means as hunter, you get very little points. But the kiter also hardly gets any points. So that means all of the other survivors benefit. And both of you suffer because the hunter doesn't know better. If you can't catch a target before your teleport cools down in 10 seconds, you need to move on. That's how blackjack works. You need to get as many points as possible, and then it's going to save your back in the late game. I've learned how to play blackjack. I know how to play pretty well. Now, it's been a long time, so I might be a little rusty. But I have a very good idea of how to play blackjack and what I need to do early game, mid game, and late game. And I find that blackjack becomes infuriating because I'm not even rewarded for doing really good kites. It's a waste of time, honestly. And on top of that, for my super good kite, I get rewarded by having to pick a hunter's card. Seriously. There's no way I can kite 120 seconds without being hit. It's like I said, it's almost impossible. Blackjack was ruined by the ranking system? Blackjack has a good reward system. Way better than a rank match. It saddens me that blackjack gives you better rewards for being in top 100 in 1 week than Season Reset does for being top 100 in 2 months. And the thing about the thing about top survivors and top hunters, it's not even hard to get top 100. You just have to work for it and be decent, somewhat decent. And you have to stay consistent with it too for like the next 2 months. Blackjack, I can start playing it. This is what I used to do. This is what I seriously used to do. Before blackjack, the ranking for blackjack, how do I word this? Every week, like a day before, I would just grind blackjack and get top 100 in a single, like a few hours of playing. And then get free memory spheres. I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather take 5 memory spheres and 3, like, of some other sphere. Oh, rank spheres. Yeah, 5 memory spheres and 5 rank spheres. I would rather take those than the 1,200 or 400, like, season reward reset for champions. And the sad part is, it doesn't even reward you if you got a lot of stars. I got 43 stars one season. For what? It wasn't even helpful. It was a waste of time, honestly. Now, it wasn't a waste of time for me because I wanted to be recognized for it. I think I finished 3rd that season, so I was top 3. But it was for nothing. I don't get an extra reward or anything. And yet the devs decide blackjack gets better rewards than the ranking system. The OG rank system. That's sad. You still love 2v8? 2v8 is not to be taken seriously. Play for fun. They don't show on your battle count. Look, I know it's not serious. But I can't help myself. I hate losing. I just hate seeing people do dumb things that's gonna cause us to lose no matter what. When I see an army of forwards, or like cowboys, 1 or 2 is alright. Having the whole team is not alright. That's when I'm frustrated, sitting there all sad and lonely, wondering where is the rest of my team and why am I the only one decoding, and it's so frustrating. Because at that point, I know we're losing. At that point, I'm just like, why am I even playing anymore? At least in 1v4 Survivor, I love it because, 1, it's an original concept that works very well. There's nothing unbalanced about it. 2v8, there are balancing issues in 2v8. There are power-ups, which automatically make it not competitive, because there are power-ups that change the game, and they influence, like, how fast you're supposed to decode, how slow, like, the game is supposed to punish you for healing and wasting time in general, but you can just avoid that by taking a healing pill. On top of that, you can take a decode pill as well. Having trouble kiting hunters? Well, no more. Say no more. You can just buy a speed pill. Now available at 4,000 points. It's just so cheap. It's so cheap. There's nothing competitive about it. I hate it when I'm kiting and a hunter has power pill and speed pill and I have nothing. It's so dumb. Oh, and don't even get me started on double teaming. Don't even get me started. Double teaming, let me make this clear. Double teaming is the correct strategy in 2v8. I've played almost a year's worth of 2v8 Hunter because I really like it. I really like 2v8 Hunter. And I've discovered, why should the 2 Hunter teammates split up, spend 60 minutes chasing someone, and then the team pops like 6 ciphers at once? Instead, the team of hunters should focus on one survivor, knock them down in 5 seconds, flat, and then the other person chairs them. The second person starts pursuing immediately. A third survivor will have to go and rescue the person on chair, and then while the hunter's waiting,
for the chair timer to run out. He can chase a 4th survivor. And then as soon as the chair timer deactivates, that camping hunter who has the responsibility of the chair goes back to it, knocks the person back down, puts her back on chair. And because there's no chair timer, and the chair timer is a lot faster, they could just camp it. And then they knock the person down again. All of this while your other teammate is doing the same thing. So what happens if forwards and cowboys start team up? Well, guess what happens? The correct move in this move is, guess what? Double team again. Hunters can bully one hunter. Forwards can bully one hunter. One forward is enough to bully a hunter. 2 forwards, way too much. Cowboys, forwards. If there's even more than one forward or cowboy or any character just trying to protect another survivor, it's worth calling your teammate, and then your teammate will be there in a flash, and you will knock down so many people so fast. Because they cannot handle 2 of you. Double teaming is not only overpowered and the right strategy, but it's just cheap. I know it's cheap, but it's the right move to do. Top best thief. Don't take it personal, cats. One of my viewers last week on Friday, they were talking about we were talking about how no one on my streams was showing up. It was like there were like 8 people, and I'm like, well, this is so strange. There's usually like 20 people, right? And so one person, Lantern, said, "Oh, you should make a title saying top best pro thief kites hunter with attention to the other exegate, not clickbait." I took a picture of that and set that as my title. I stopped at best pro thief for a second there, but you know, I gotta stick with what he said, you know. I know I'm not the best thief. In fact, I think several times in this stream I've said that I am not a good thief, and for me to learn thief, it's gonna take at least a season. And I've only been playing for like, what, 2 weeks? I'm sorry, Lantern. Sorry, Lantern threw you under the bus. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea after all. This was supposed to be a prisoner and thief. What is it called? Thief stream, according to the thumbnail. I only got to play thief. Oh, Bear, that wasn't thief. That was just me kiting a feaster as if I was perfumer. You guys see me kite feaster. I don't even need my abilities against feaster. That's why that game, I specifically said that I'm not even going to try to use my flashlight because I can trust in my ability to just kite a feaster without even using an ability. So that feaster game, I count as an exception because I just think feaster is a bad hunter. I think feaster's too easy to kite. I was practically a lucky guy in that scenario. At the end, I started to use my flashlight, but then as you guys saw, it didn't really get me anywhere. I mean, I was in a bad area anyway. All it did was buy a few extra seconds. That was mostly a no-item kite. Oh, except the time that I stunned him. Okay, maybe it doesn't count. You're not taking it personal. It's fine. So I'm okay with, like, second thief, third thief. S-batch thief, I'm alright with. Man, I matched with my team captain today, Cats. My team captain for LBM. She saw me go thief, and she's like, haha, we're all messing around this season, aren't we? I took that offensive. I took that as an offensive sentence immediately. I'm like, you think this is a joke? You think I'm maining thief as a joke? No. Just wait until next season, Liz. Just you wait. I'm going to be back with that thief, and you're going to be raising an eyebrow. Who is my captain? Liz Flower. Liz Flower, you know, she was a Season 1 player. I think she was first at some point. I think Season 1, because Mumu didn't appear until Season 2.
We call her Liz. I call her Liz. Blue calls her Liz. Her full name is Liz Flower. She doesn't go with Liz though. I mean, I call her Liz. It's fine with me. Hokage calls her Liz. She used to be a Chinese name. Oh, in game? Okay. Liz loves to change her name. I have to rename her because if I don't rename her, I will never know when it's Liz. I don't even know which one's Liz though. Yeah, Liz is some Chinese name now. And Hokage noticed it was Liz. I would have never known. I can't see. When I see a Chinese name, I just assume it's some random person. Because I have very few Chinese friends that I know. And the ones that I do know, they have moved on to English names so I can actually read it. People like Johnny WL. He used to have a Chinese name. Let me check my record real quick. I know we matched today. I don't know how I'm ever gonna know just from looking at these matches though. Not that one for sure. No. I don't need to be reminded about that Feaster game. That was terrible. It was a thief match for sure. She took me going thief as a joke. How dare she? Oh, I think it was this match. Yeah, it was this match. It was this match. This is her name. I wouldn't be able to read it to you, but that's her. I'm not friends with her, apparently. This is Liz, right? No, it's not Liz. Who is Liz? I'm definitely friends with Liz. No. I'll find her eventually. Eventually. Eventually, guys. I'm pretty sure it was at the end of the rank session, though. And didn't she go priestess? I swear she went priestess. It must have been at the beginning of the session. Is this Liz? Is this Liz right here? No, she's not my friend. Who is Liz? It has to be a game where I went thief, though. It was on Leo's memory. I know that for sure. Not this one. It must have been this one. It has to be this one. Are we not friends? How are we not friends? It's her Smurf account? How would you guys know that, though? She made a new account to get the first Enchantress badge. Oh, she streams her own stuff. I didn't know that. My battery's gonna die before we get a match, honestly. Okay, I have no idea what just happened there. The book just opened and we're back here. I'm gonna fall asleep on stream. It is getting pretty late to where KITES is. That explains the raccoon.
She went from Hound to like Griffin in 2 weeks. I wonder how she got all those characters so fast is my question. Because she pulled out Enchantress and Priestess. That's a lot for 2 weeks. Those are just 2 characters. Who knows if she has more than that? Oh, so she only has 4 survivors. Maybe it's because we're not going Hellember. Hellember original skin for good luck. This is what me and my brother always did. For good luck, we always went original Hellember. If there's a tough time where we can't find a match, we go original Hellember. Interesting stuff going on here. Oh man. Imagine waiting 1 hour and 30 minutes for nothing. Nothing. Literally nothing. Who's left? You can clear chat records now. Really? You can clear chat records? Alright guys. I think I'm just gonna cut the stream here. I'm at 4% battery. I don't know, I might still keep matching with cats, but as far as the stream goes, I gotta turn it off and start charging to an iPad. Start charging to an iPad? Charge my iPad is what I meant. Imagine talking for 3 hours and 30 minutes straight. No water. I don't drink water during these streams, guys. I hope you know that. I hope you know how I suffer for you guys. You guys ever see that Twitch notification for the streamer? It says like, oh, you've been streaming for 1 hour. You should have consumed 128 ounces of water or something like that. Me? I don't need any. I'll be fine at 0 for 3 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours. Doesn't matter. You know, my throat's burning a little, but I'll be fine. Alright, I'm just gonna end the stream here. Oh my gosh, maybe we'll find a match because cats win something other than spider. I wonder if I have that skin. I don't think I have any of those feather skins. No, I don't have a single feather skin. I have this one. The feather skins are pretty good skins. Above average B skins. I like this one too. But of course, I am blessed with S skins for my favorite hunter. So, I'd rather take that. Alright, time for me to go, guys. It was nice streaming. Solid Thief games. It's a learning curve, honestly. I'm not there quite yet. Honestly, I don't deserve the first badge, if I'm being honest. After today, I could have done so much better. There was a few games where I was lagging. There was one Ripper game where if I didn't lag, I think I would have done really well. Oh, and then the red light was disappearing as well, so I don't know what's up there. the red light was disappearing, just like on moonlit when it's dark. That one you can just turn on low performance though. Low or performance. But like on snow, I don't know what you can do on snow. I don't think there's anything I can do on snow map. Okay, thanks guys for the good luck. I'll see you guys Friday. Stream Mondays and Fridays. Same time as usual. Go get some water and charge your device. Thanks guys. See ya.